Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe.
Okay. Also, before we get to UFC, on SmackDown on Friday night, Cody Rhodes beat Drew McIntyre to win the title. Randy Orton is the number one contender. As of right now, that is the match, Cody and Randy. I know there are other people involved in this angle, Jacob Fatu, Sami Zayn, of course, Drew McIntyre. But as of right now, they are doing what is the contract signing or something next week for Cody and Randy.
Right. I'm of the impression right now that it's Cody and Randy single and Drew and Jacob Fatu at a WrestleMania, but I have not been told that 100%. So we'll all find out, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. McIntyre, it's weird to me because I mean it's like Cody had to be in the match. I mean, there's a lot of people who were just like, oh, why is Cody in the main event again? And it's like, I mean, he's
the guy.
He's the guy. He's the biggest draw. He's the biggest draw. I mean, you could say maybe Roman Reigns, maybe Punk is with him, but they're the big draws, right? And the whole, it was never like he wasn't going to be in one of the WrestleMania championship matches. So the basic choice they had was Drew, which would probably have been the best person, but they had done so many singles matches. Like this was the fourth one, although they could have held it to Mania and made it but then it would have been the fourth one even then. So I think that the feel is that that's been done too many times. They could have done Cody and Jacob, it's two baby faces. They could have done Cody and Randy Orton. And this is what I think happened when it comes to this decision making. When one of the things that happens when you're feeling the heat, and it's just what it reminds me of is, do you remember WrestleMania? Oh God, it was the 1997, so I think 13, right? WrestleMania 97.
I think the tagline to that show was actually "Feel the Heat."
Yeah, well, they were getting beat in the ratings, and they were not, they were in trouble. I mean, there were financial troubles. They were in trouble at this point, and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels was going to be the main event, same as the year before, with Bret winning the championship. And come January, they start getting, kind of leery, Vince second guessing Bret. And business isn't so good. And because business isn't so good, Vince does what he does when business isn't good. He blames that the guys are too small on top, so we need big guys. So he switched to Undertaker and Sid, which, that's what happened. So that became the main event. And then, Bret ended up with Austin, and Shawn lost his smile, went home because he didn't want to lose Sid. And that's how it played out, right? So, and they did 233,000 buys. I always remember that. 233,000 buys for WrestleMania that year because Vince panicked and thought, business is bad. I've got to go back to the big guys. In this situation, business is great, as we all know, but they are booking and reacting like business is, struggling, I would say, and I think it's the WrestleMania advance is the one that everyone points to, which has nothing to do with the booking and everything to do with things that are both in their control as far as prices and out of their control as far as, our country and Canadians and Europeans not really thrilled to come and going back to Vegas 2 straight years and all the things that, it's not the booking because these tickets were slow before we had any booking.
Mm-hmm.
They were 20% or 18% behind last year with nothing known other than Punk and Roman, which is not a bad match to, out there. But, like this year, we don't know, but there's no indication whatsoever that Dwayne's going to be on it. Last year, even though Dwayne wasn't on it, everyone believed he would be, right? So that hurts too. But, there's all the reasons, but it's not like the matchmaking but like I said, they're second guessing themselves, they're changing things. And when you do that, you're going to, if you're second guessing yourself and your choice is Randy Orton and Jacob Fatu, you're not going to go with the risk. You're going to go with the one that's stable. And that's Randy Orton, the established guy. So I think that's kind of what happened there. You know, you could argue if they went with Jacob, they could make a new young star on the top and everything like that. Maybe even be a better match. Maybe not. You know, I mean, it's different styles. Different styles. Jacob would make it a different type of a match. But anyway, that's where it ends up. Is it looks like it's Randy Orton in the spot. I mean, yeah, they could make it 4-way. I can't, you know, Sami Zayn, I think to make it a 5. That's stretched. Then you're watering it down, I think. 4 you could do, but it doesn't look like that's what they're doing.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.